What's going on, people? It's Ricardo Francis, aka Ricardo Lifting here. Today I'm going to be reviewing something I bought from Amazon. Don't know if you can see some multi-function resistance bands. I haven't opened it yet. It's relatively cheap on Amazon. I've ordered this. I technically ordered this ages ago. Funny story. I ordered it probably back when the gyms actually closed, and I clicked the cheapest one because I don't want to spend big money, and there was a big difference. It was like £12, and then all the others were £30. So it was a big saving. So I spent money on the cheapest one, didn't check the delivery date, saw that the delivery date wasn't until July. So I probably waited about 3 months. Then when the date came, it went past the date. I contacted the seller and they said it got sent back, and they sent me my money back. So I was like, I waited all that time for nothing. So I had to reorder. Finally got the bands. This is from somewhere else, a little bit more expensive, but I didn't spend too much on it. And then I was kind of annoyed because when I went to check these exact bands again, just to check my delivery, I saw that they're selling for a bit cheaper than I bought them for. So I was like, that's great. But anyway, let's open it up and see what's inside. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna lay them out so you can see everything that's in here. So at this stage, I'm going to voice over because I think I covered the mic when I was recording. Anyway, you've got 2 strap attachments. You've also got 2 handlebar attachments and your door anchor point. You've also got the booklet, which gives you a few ideas of what exercises you can do. And also when zoomed in, don't know if you can see, it's got the different weights or resistances each band is. Unfortunately, it's not written on the band themselves, so you do need the booklet to know what resistances are what. So there's 5 different color bands, all different resistances, so you can use them in combination or separately to get resistance out of your training. So just going to give it a go and show you a few exercises I would do and trying out, just to see how good these bands are. Okay, so it's verdict time. Honest review, it's a little bit annoying that the weights aren't on the bands. So that's just a minor problem. So you just got to make sure you have the paper. Overall, they're quite versatile. You know, they have quite a few attachments, and as long as you know how to use them, it can work in your favor. So definitely like the door anchor, so you can put it high, low, in the corner, wherever you want it in the door. As long as you can get it in and shut the door, it's not a problem. Just try to make sure that you're pulling, if you're pulling the resistance, pull it against a closed door rather than an opening door. If it is an opening door, there's a slight chance that the door might open. Just making sure you know how to use the attachments. You actually, especially the strap attachments, so these Velcro straps, they're quite cheap Velcro. If you can see, they look pretty worn out already. Don't know if it focused on there, but they look pretty worn out already, and that's just me using it one time. So don't put the load on the straps. Try to keep the loads on the band or the anchor point, etc. One of the exercises I did, I was doing a lying down leg extension, and yeah, when I did that, I had the bands fed through this, and because the Velcro strap's not made to go around the foot, it's more made to go around the ankle, it was too far strapped, and therefore it just pulled and ended up hitting my back. So I got licked in the back, which is great. Just make sure you know how to use the attachments. Something the booklet doesn't show you is how to strap it. So once you've clipped it, what you actually need to do is, got it the wrong way. So you have to feed it through. You feed it through the metal part, the metal point, and then you Velcro strap it. That way, when it's pulling, it's nice and secure. What I quickly realized was if I did it this way, so I'm not feeding it through and just strapping it here, by the time you put a little bit of tension on that, it eventually pulls open. So make sure you feed it through, otherwise you could injure yourself, you could hurt yourself, you could break something. So yeah, what I would say is individually the bands aren't, I wouldn't say a true depiction of the resistance on here, but when you double them up, so for instance, instead of using the resistance this way, use the resistance this way, then it is more similar to the actual resistance of what it states on the booklet. So yeah, that's a kind of a trick, so you're not using every single band, just double them up. Double them up, use that as resistance, and therefore you'll get more out of it. For some exercises, you may need to double up. You know, I will use it on upper body days, not so much lower body days, but I might need to double up, for instance, if I'm doing a row, simply because it is quite long. So by the time I'm bent into a row, it's not going to have much resistance. Or just put the anchor point against the door and then again double it up just to get that actual resistance. It's okay. It's, in my honest review, it's okay. I would use it for upper body or some isolation work. So whether if I'm doing legs, I might do it for a hamstring curl, maybe a leg extension. If I'm doing it for upper body, it'll be for bicep curls, a pullover, but not so much my compound movements, simply because it's not the greatest resistance, it's not the greatest, securest attachments. For that reason, I would only use it for parts of my workouts. I wouldn't use it as a main part of my workout. I'll supplement my workout, supplement accessory work at home. But obviously, if I'm in the gym, I wouldn't even bother with them, because I'm better off using the fully hooped long bands or even smaller hooped bands. They seem a little bit more reliable. These are just a little bit fiddly. But overall, I'll give it, if it's out of 5, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I think it can do parts of the job. It adds resistance and diversity to some ways. The attachments are decent, but you're not going to be able to do every exercise you think of, because as I said, the attachments aren't necessarily made for certain exercises. And some of the workouts, for instance, a lot of the workouts on here, you've pretty much got the band on your foot. So you've got the actual band on your foot. Now, because these are quite Because these are circular, it's easy to literally roll off and smack you in your face. So I wouldn't advise you use the bands in that way, have it on your foot. I put it on a secure place, either using the attachments, or if it's like at an ankle where it can't roll this way, it can only roll further up the body, then maybe. If the resistance is pulling against the foot, it's not going to go past your foot. But if you have it on your foot, it can easily roll off. Either way, so I wouldn't suggest it, I wouldn't advise it. But yeah. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with all your friends. You know, I'm going to start reviewing a few more products that I've ordered and just see how how well they do. Anyway, that's me. I'm out. Peace.